Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to the channel. So it's been a while since I've done a video. I actually tried to do a video yesterday, but I ended up wasting a lot of my time.
A long periodically time.
Whatever, I'll tell you what. Yesterday, I was putting together a bed frame that I had ordered for my new mattress. Sadly, after spending half of my day putting this bed frame together, it was a really nice bed frame actually. It really was. Sadly, it was the wrong size. And you're going to say, why? Well, why would you order the wrong size? I did not order the wrong size. I ordered the right size for the mattress, but I just got the wrong size either in the wrong box. It was either mislabeled, or it was just because it was from China.
China. China. China.
China.
China. China. China. China.
China.
China.
And China just has an issue with sizes, converting to the United States. I don't know. But I know the couple of times that I ordered stuff from some of these websites, especially clothes, I got to get it like 2 sizes bigger. So like their extra large is like a medium for me. It's like ridiculous. So I know, or I thought at least, that it wouldn't convert to like bed frames. I didn't think that would be an issue, but apparently it is. So that was my day yesterday, spending half my day. I tried to do a video, but I lost it. I was just in such a bad mood after that. So today I'm doing the video. I don't have a lot of time, but I wanted to do this video. Video is about cancellation fees in restaurant, something that we've talked about before. But when I talked about it before, it was really not a big deal. But now it's becoming a big deal. And now there's like actual like big media places actually taking this whole subject on. So I definitely want to talk about it because I talked about this years ago, and I said this was going to be something that was going to continue. I tried it. I put cancellation fees because I'll explain it to you. It's not really that hard for me to understand. I get it. I have my own theory. My theory is there's so many apps for you to make reservations on. So you have Resy, OpenTable, you have Yelp, you have Talk, you have all these applications that you can make reservations to restaurants, and those are some of just the major ones. There's a ton of other ones that do it too. They're so easy to make reservations that they're also very easy to cancel reservations or just to not show up. There's no human interaction now with these, making reservations with all these apps. So cancellations and no-shows have increased because people make multiple reservations, and this is directly from these companies, the apps, that they've told me they have people that make multiple reservations, and it's one of those things. Why would you let them make multiple reservations? I guess they don't care, whatever. But they make multiple reservations sometimes in one app, in another app, and then depending where they at that day, that time, they'll pick where they're gonna go. They'll be like, well, we have all these choices. We've made reservations and all these. Which one would you like to go? So the other restaurants get screwed. Like, let's say if they're another part of town at that time and you're at the other side, you get screwed with all the other restaurants that they made reservations and didn't show up. So this became a pattern, and now the same apps are also adding the feature for you to counter the thing that they are creating. Isn't that funny? That's just the way things are. It's like a big circle. All these apps are creating the problem of making more cancellations or make it easy for people to cancel. So they're like, you know what? We can add a whole feature that you can add a cancellation fee. And they started selling this to the restaurants. They were pushing restaurants to do that because, of course, it makes them, I guess, look good to cover that people are canceling. But a lot of the problem is because of their app. So whatever. Right now, I wanted to tell you, I talked about this years ago. Right now, I wanted to give you a quick example on New York Times that they made. One of the first articles I saw. You see, New York Times, when canceling your reservation costs as much as dinner. And this is the problem I have, because I'm going to ask you guys, give me your opinion. What do you think about, you probably can't see that. So right here, it's over here. When canceling your reservation costs as much as dinner, fed up with no-shows and last-minute cancellation, the restaurants are increasingly charging fees as high as $100 a head, and some diners are pushing back. They've been pushing back forever. I did $5 when I started like 3.5 years ago, and that was a problem with my regulars. So it's like you're always gonna get a problem with regulars. And the funny thing is, I did $5, and it's like, it's not a problem. Just show up. But the whole thing, I just end up taking it off because my location was just a difficult location. It was just that, there's not much to it. It was just a difficult location. Traffic, after everything that happened, traffic slowed down. So give me your feedback. I'm going to give you, like, every single time I've been hearing this lately, everybody sounds like they're for the customer and not really understanding the restaurant side, because they right here start off with an extreme example. So I'm going to tell you, to celebrate his wife's birthday in 2022, Brian Asara, a mechanical engineer in New York City, booked a table for two at a Michelin-starred restaurant in Brooklyn. But their son was suddenly hospitalized with severe asthma. Mrs. Asara had to cancel the reservation. A few minutes later, he checked his credit card account and saw a $200 fee, which it sounded a little weird. You're in the hospital, you cancel, and then you check your credit card later. I don't know. So you knew you were going to get canceled. That's what you're saying. Or you knew that you were going to get charged. So I don't know the big deal. It was probably 23 and a half hours before we were supposed to be there, Mrs. Sarah said, yet the restaurant refused to reverse the charge, citing his 24-hour cancellation deadline. While he sympathizes with the financial challenges restaurants are facing, he said the charge really kind of stung. Yeah, that's one charge. It definitely stings. But the whole point, I'm looking at it in the restaurant side, if this is happening every single week or every single day, and sometimes the bigger you are, you get multiple cancellations. And sometimes the smaller you are, if you get a couple cancellations, it stings way more. 3 parties canceling in a day in a small restaurant could break your day. I'm just saying, because a lot of these small restaurants, like myself, we lived on reservations. We were not like a takeout restaurant. We were like, people went there, they dined, they sat for a while, they chilled. It was a reservation type setting. We brought their wine, they sat there. That's what we did. But after everything and the cancellation increasing, it was bad. It was bad to have, you have a party at 12 and it's a restaurant of 50 seats. And if you have a party of 12 and a party of 6 and they cancel, you're talking about that's a quarter of your restaurant. People don't understand that. And you can't get those seats back when you're a small restaurant and you live off of these reservations. It's almost impossible. Sometimes you could, but it all depends if you're lucky, and it also depends certain times. Certain times everybody wants to go out to eat. So if they tried to make a reservation in your restaurant before and they couldn't because the table had that reservation, that space held, and then they didn't show up, the people, they don't know. Like, they don't know the people didn't show up. They just try to make a reservation, they see that it was full, and then that's it. So that's my side. So I'm telling you this because I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen, and it's increasingly huge. Like, for example, according to data from a reservation service, Resy, which I've had Resy, this app, 70% of the U.S. restaurants on the platform charged at least one cancellation fee in January, up from 13% a year earlier, and 4% in January in 2019. The practice was even more widespread in big metropolitan areas, which that's where I was. A quarter of New York's restaurants on Resy charged at least one cancellation fee, as did 1/5 of restaurants in Los Angeles and Miami. So you're talking about from 13% a year earlier, now you're talking about 25% in the cities. So that's a big jump. So 25% of restaurants are starting to do this now. And from 2 years ago, it was only 13, and before that, it was less. It was 4 less, so it was 9%. So 9% from like 2019 or 18 to now is 25%, and it's gonna keep on increasing. I've said this before. I just want to do the quick video on that and catch up. I know it's been a while. I haven't been in here for like 5 months. Well, I haven't had an opportunity to make a video in 5 months. A lot of stuff has gone on. Hopefully I'm back. I really want to start doing these videos again. I hate not doing the videos. Trust me, it's not like I was in jail or anything.
Are you serious right now, bro?
I just haven't had a chance to do videos, and you're like, oh, everybody has time. I know. Playing the smallest violin in the world, whatever. I just didn't have time. I truly did. I truly did. So that's it. All right. So thank you for not unsubscribing. I haven't made a video in a while. It's been like almost half a year. I'm I'm working on this, and I have one thing that I really wanted to talk about, and it's just the dressings and the seasonings that I'm gonna start working on that. I'm gonna send out some free samples. I know I mentioned it before. It's just a lot of stuff has happened, and I just haven't been able to. But now I see some light at the end of the tunnel, and I should get back in this routine of making the videos, right? So leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. As a customer that goes to restaurants, what do you think? Is like the cancellation fee is just like stupid? Like restaurants shouldn't be doing this, or you understand? Or is there like a limit, or whatever? I think there's always limits depending which restaurant, whatever. But just give me honest opinions. All right, peace. All right. What's up, everyone?